Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you all had a great weekend. I'm gonna post on the Facebook or live stream real quick. Good morning, everyone. I forgot to mute that part. There we go. So I don't have to keep hearing myself there. Good morning, Monarchy. We're gonna see how the market treats us today. A lot of stocks are red. It's trying to recover a little bit though here, so that's good. Good morning, Amber. We'll pull back right there. Costco just turned green. So the thing is, a lot of things are red, right? But a lot of things are not red very much. And they're trying to test it and trying to come back to green right now. So like here you'll see AMD. It's trying. It's trying. Just turned green. And back to red. So it's trying, but it's struggling here. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, APLE just turned back to red. It was green. Oh, it's still green. So that's good. This one's back, turning more red. Let's check the 100-day chart. So the 100-day chart, let me get this line away. The 100-day chart, it looks like the last 2 days it's been consolidating. So here's the thing, guys. Yesterday, the market was supposed to be closed. It was a federal holiday for Columbus Day. Well, midday, I found out that it was actually open. But it was supposed to be closed. Like the banks that I use, they were all closed. So that was my bad for yesterday. That's why no trading was done yesterday, because I thought it was closed. Alright, so AMD just turned back green, so it's trying. But O just turned red. So AMD is the only one green right now. A little bit scary that that's the only green and the rest are red because it may not hold. So we're going to keep watching it. It is taking a little bit bigger dive. Everything's red now. So we'll see if it will continue or recover, because that's 0.5% now down. That's actually a big red right here, but this was a big green, so it's trying to recover here. So from what I'm gathering here is you have the SMA 5 line, which is this yellow line. You have the SMA 20 line, that's this red line here. The candlestick is still below the two, which indicates it's still technically on a downtrend, and um, it is still dangerous to trade if you were trading for the way up. Is it normally open on Columbus Day? I'm not sure if it's normally open on Columbus Day. I just thought with it being a federal holiday and the banks were closed, that the stock market automatically would be too. But I guess I was wrong there. So with these two indicators, it shows that the candlestick being below the two is that it is in a very dangerous spot. So me personally, I am not going to purchase it for the way up on this just yet. If I were to, then it would be a very fast trade, in and out. But I would not hold it because it could just reject and start dropping a lot harder. Yesterday, though, Amber, the stock market, it was down. Um, uh, it was actually down at one point pretty good. You can see right here this candlestick. If you read on the top over here, um, AMD had fallen all the way down to 56.30, but it had a high of 58.79, which the high is higher than today, but that low is lower than today. Um, so it's consolidating right now. Things are trying to figure out if it's going to drop more or if it's going to rebound soon, but it's going to take probably a few days before it makes up its decision. It needs to come closer to the SMA 5 here, this line, so it'll probably come up a little bit and then see if it will drop again. That's what I'm looking at. But even with Columbus Day, usually Amber, with holidays, if the stock market is open like the day before, usually the day before the holiday, um, it's not really the best for trading, in my personal opinion, because the volume isn't normally there. Yesterday, though, the volume on AMD was pretty good. H-band was pretty good volume there too. It looks like H-band's gonna end up dropping more. Yeah, I have to practice a lot of patience here because I love to trade, but I don't want to get stuck in a bad position. So I see a lot more. Lately, I've seen a lot more no, days where I don't trade because how much more risky it is, and I'd rather have a no trading day than a loss day if I can avoid it. So, because I'd rather not have to, use a week or two to make back what I lost on a big loss day. All right. So remember, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you are a subscriber, you are eligible to enter into the drawing that we do once per week to give away $1,000. It's pretty simple. You need to make sure that your account is showing as public before subscribing. So if you are showing as public and then you subscribe, then you'll be on the list on our website that you can see in our description below at www.knkstrategies.com. You can see that your name could be on the list for the drawing. And what we do is you'll have a number attached to it, to your name, and we will do a random roll generator between 0 and the highest number. And the one person that it lands on will automatically get $1,000. You do have 30 days to claim those $30. If you do not claim it within those 30 days, then you do lose it. And we do not reach out to you if you win it, because we reward those who watch the live stream. So let me show the random roll generator. So there it is. So we'll go from 0, well, one random number between 0, and we'll go to 259. So as you can see, this is just an example, completely random numbers here. I could even hit start, and I could randomly stop on one. But I like this one better, because here I can actually try to see and try to time it if I wanted to try to go for a specific number, but I don't think that's a fair thing. So I'd rather have it completely random and say, hey, this is the number that wins. So let me clear this back to 0. Let me look at the stocks. So here it's dropping, it's below. Here, through all these candlesticks, most of the time it's been where and this is on the 1 minute, where most of the time it's been where the candlesticks are going through or in between the SMA 5 and 20. So it's consolidating when it does that. So right now it's trying to decide, is it going to continue to go consolidating, or is it going to make up their mind and go in a direction? And it looks like it's consolidating a little bit longer. So what we could do is we could go to tools, we could draw a trend line, and we can say, okay, here, that one, and I do like this one. So now you got two lines that are parallel to each other. You can see that the candlesticks are staying in between them mostly. So now what we're looking for is a candlestick that starts either above the line that we drew or below the line that we drew. And we'll go from there and see if we do trade or not. The thing is, it's consolidating while the stochastic is dropping, indicates it may have the little climb that we were looking for. But let's see here, let's check out H-band. Here it had its drop and it's consolidating, and we're waiting for those two to touch. It looks like there was a huge seller on this candlestick right here. Let me look at that volume right here. That was a 250,000 1 minute candlestick volume. That's a lot of shares that were sold there compared to what it normally does. It did more in that one candlestick right here than at the open. That's actually pretty crazy. We'll see here. And now it's struggling a little bit longer. Okay, so we'll just do the drawing. Alright, so as you guys can see, again, let's see here. Again, guys, this is just random numbers that come to see if you won or not. Alright, you guys ready to see who wins? You guys are so quiet today. We got Monarchy and Amber talking, but no one else has. You're just trying to climb. Tesla's recovered about 3% from the lower end that I saw. Let's check 5 minutes. 5 minutes actually pretty good. We're gonna wait though till it crosses over that SMA 20. 15 minute. Oh, I do like this a lot actually. Let's get ready to do Tesla trade. The thing is, this 15-minute candlestick started about 2 minutes ago and it's going through the lines. So I can't, according to my rules that I have for myself, I can't trade this until 8 o'clock if it starts above it. So we'll keep an eye on Tesla because that could be a good one. All right, Morris Rolls, let's go. You need to learn this, Amber. It's definitely something that I've really enjoyed. So this market crash, though, Amber, this is a whole different playing field with this type of a crash that's happening. Because in the seven almost actually yeah next month is 7 years that I've been trading. In 7 years that I've been doing this, um, this is probably like one of the worst crashes that I have seen. Like COVID wasn't really like it was a crash, but it recovered so quick, and it dropped insanely fast, but it recovered. Um, so I wasn't like too worried about the whole COVID one. This crash though, that's been happening. This is a lot bigger of a crash, and so it's a whole different playing field on here. So mainly what I'm waiting for with this crash is you have the SMA 5 and 20, but then I look at the 100-day chart and I'm waiting for that. The fact that this SMA 20 is still way up here and still needs to come down to catch up before we have an uptrend like it did over here. You can see that the candlesticks were above here, and then the red line had to catch up here. So as soon as it does, it can really climb. But looks like we may have a little bit of time with Tesla before it happens. Um, when do I think it will start picking back up? Honestly, nobody knows the market, and anyone that says that they do, then I wouldn't trust them. I can have educated guess of my own, but no, again, no one knows the market, so treat it as however you want. In my personal opinion, what we're going to see is we're going to see it struggle probably for the next week in a consolidation, at least 2 to 3 days. So it's going to consolidate. Then what I think is going to happen is a little bit of a bump up, not very much at all, a little bit, and then it's going to drop even more. Then what I think is I think it's going to struggle all the way till December, and at the very last week of December, I think that week it will be a really good week for stocks, in my personal opinion. And then after that, I think it's going to struggle for about 2.5 months. And then I think, me personally, I would think that this whole crash could be over at the end of March, and then we'll start seeing the real rebound. Not these fake ones that we've had here and there for like a day or two, but a real rebound I think will happen in March. That's my personal opinion. So, but again, no one knows the market. Um, yeah, so we'll keep an eye on things right now. Looks like Tesla turned green. It's doing really well there. 5 minute. Pull back a lot of the green right here. 15 minute, it is above it. So, but we needed to start above it. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that feedback. Um, uh, it's it's unfortunate when I hear that other people lost money with their other investments, but like with the other investments, the reason why it's so much different, and it's not because say that I'm better or anything, Jenny. It's because they're on the days that they have big drops in the market, um, they're still active with the investments, and I pause. I don't want to trade on days where it's a big drop or where I think it's going to be a struggle, because a no trading day, in my personal view, is a profit day because I'm not losing anything, and I don't try to go for big wins with the stock market. I try to go for consistent growth rather than big wins. And on the days again, like I said, when I'm not losing, then I don't have to worry about making a recover on the loss that I could have had. So I'd rather not trade on if out of 20 days in a month, if I trade only 3 days and 17 days I don't trade because the market is bad, then I I'm fine with that because at a time like this, they haven't announced officially that we're in a recession. My personal opinion, again, this is me personally speaking, I do believe that we have been in a recession. So I'm being extra careful and not trading during that time as much as I used to. So the growth that I have right now is a lot less than what I've had, um, before April. Like for example, take January for example, and I had an insane month for January. Um, but right now, I'd rather play it safe. Exactly, Jenny. You're exactly right. Mine is more personalized, and they're just riding the market. They're riding the ups and downs, all the hills, and I don't. So I don't mind no trading days. Those are win days in my book. All right, so let's do the drawing. Let's do the drawing, cause I think Moist Rolls he was ready to go. So let's do this. All right. So again, this next number that you're going to see here is going to be the winner of this week's drawing for $1,000. Again, you have 30 days to reach out to me to claim it. If you do not claim it, you lose the opportunity to claim it. I will not reach out to you to say, hey, you won. I don't do that for my family. I don't do that for my friends. I don't do it for clients. I don't do it for anybody. So if you win, please watch the stream so you can, make sure that you won and then reach out to me to claim it. So a zero between 259. The next person on this list, this number that shows up here, is the winner. You guys ready? Three, two, one, go. 129. So congratulations, number 129. You are today's winner. Please reach out to me to claim your $1,000. So congratulations. That is awesome. Thank you for coming in and watching. Number 129. All right, and this is why, if you look real quick, this is why we have my rules in place that I follow. Because I was wanting to trade Tesla if the next candlestick started above the two lines here, the SMA 5 and 20. As soon as it starts above it, you can see here that because I waited, I avoided this whole up and then right back down right below it. So I'm protecting myself when I'm following the rules and being careful with not going in until it crosses over. And now it's struggling, and now it's below it. So it is super important, in my personal opinion, to have rules in play that you are going to follow. Sometimes I have broken rules, and those are some days that I have lost. And then I don't look at it too much as a loss. I look at them as more of a lesson where I just got taught as a reminder. So some lessons are cheap, some lessons are expensive. But as long as you're learning from them, that's the key. Um, so I'm still going to wait to see if I'm going to trade over here. But please reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. We'll be more than happy to speak with you guys. If your name is not on the list still, reach out to us. We want to make sure that we get it on there. Some people we have worked with and it's still not showing up on there. Like, remind us. We want those reminders like, hey, I still don't see my name up there because we want to make sure that you get on there. So it's okay to reach out to us a lot. Um, but on that note, I am going to end the stream here since this just turned red and it looks like I'm going to be watching for a little bit. And AMD turned red. AMD actually dropped a lot. Look at that big drop. See here, this is the 15-minute chart. It was going through the candlestick here, and I would want to wait until after it started above it, and here it's going through it, and way down. So again, this is where I would just be watching. This is a prime example of like, nope, not gonna do it right now. Let's look at a bank stock. Bank stock here, still way down. So right now, I'm not going to trade until I see things in a position where I can trade it. Yeah, it's a big change, right, Amber? That's big. This is a huge drop right here. Massive. So we're going to just keep an eye on it and go from there. All right. Like I said, I'm going to end the stream here. Hopefully, this has been very educational for you. Again, anything that I say or do on the stream, please take it in your as an opinion. In my opinion, you don't have to listen to it. I'm not responsible for any profit that you make from listening to me, and I'm not responsible for any loss that you may have. Please take everything uh, at your own risk. So thank you again for watching, and you all have a great rest of your day.